Hey guys, Matt here. I am gonna combust. Okay, so I'll be breaking up the Datamines into two parts. I'm gonna go over all the SINNOH stuff and all the challenge stages in this video, but then the Valentine's stuff and all the extra little things in the next video. Actually, let me pull up the thing I had on the side here. Alright, so we got two new fairs, which I originally thought Dark was a mass fair, and I was initially pretty pissed about that. But then I learned it was regular fair. Oh, okay. So we got fair, Darkrai, and Signa suit Cyrus. I did not think that they were gonna do this yet, but I guess it makes sense given story and whatnot. I was just thinking, oh, they're buffing Cyrus to absolute shit. So why would they put another Cyrus at the same time? Well, my logic just doesn't follow, I guess. Whatever. So, Darkrai. Base kit, we got Dark Void, all opponents, 80 accuracy, puts to sleep. Okay, we already have Delphox who does this. So what makes Darkrai unique? First off, Dark Wish. The zones are so broken. They're just so good. We got Dark Pulse. Not bad. Chance Flinch. Perpetual Nightmare raises special attack by 2 ranks, accuracy, and crit rate. Okay, so he can't max that out on his own, which is fine. You can do in Dark Zone, obviously, but then since you are a tech, your EX will buff that even further. Sync Snooze, when you sync, put all enemies to sleep. Okay. Jigglypuff does that, if you guys remember. But Right, yeah, but it's AoE, so that's nice. Lowers one of the following effects. Sorry, it lowers a stat when you use a stat. So when you use Dark Void, you lower a stat. A random stat. Okay? Not sure how to feel about that, because... whatever. Deals additional damage to all opposing sync players that are asleep when the user's Pokemon uses a move type Dark category special. So when you use Dark Pulse, this is the additional damage is not affected by some status changes. So it does a set amount of extra damage when you use another move. Some games refer to this as echo damage. Now, because this only works when you are using Dark Pulse, I don't know how to feel about this. It's more defense on Dark Pulse, yes. That's a base 114 move. And if we go into the grid here, you have Good Nightmare. Another Dark Pulse Good Nightmare. You have Aggravation, which is fine. Then you have CS2. But then you're probably going to have... But then you're going to have whatever bonus Dark Zone gives you. You can have Umbral Power. So you could beef this to absolute hell. Then the extra damage... So I think you're going to be a pretty good Dark hitter. But the issue is you need dupes for this, obviously, for that to work. Both these are 3 out of 5. Just to double check. Yeah, both of them are 3 out of 5. You only get the aggravation at 2 out of 5. Every other damage modifier comes at 3. Another one of these, which is only 20%, so I wouldn't do it personally. Power play, not bad. Grand Entry, so that's how I maxed out a special attack without any support. Having Grand Entry too. So that's fine. Accuracy, that's fine. Those are fine. NPR, fine. Like, his grid is pretty standard. But as a sync nuke... Oh, Fast Track, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, Super Preparation as well. Only 20%. I personally wouldn't do it. Fast Track, not bad. If the team needs speed, it's not a bad idea. Too bad it's not Team Fast Track, but whatever. So yeah, I personally don't see what the hype is. A lot of people are saying he's super good, this, that, yada. I personally just don't see it. Because, let's be honest here. When was the last time you used Delphox for sleep spamming? You're going to use him for the Dark Zone. You're going to use him as the support. You're not gonna use him. You're not gonna use him as a sync nuke. You can use him as good Dark Pulse damage, but you need dupes for that. Unless if I'm wrong and Dark Pulse under Dark Zone just does that much 1 out of 5. In that case, by all means, go for that. But it's a base 114 power move, which is alright. Stat-wise, like... yeah, your special attack's fine. Potential 20... 488. Yeah, it's not bad. Pretty good. Pretty solid. 410 speed, pretty good. But it's just not... hold up. Let me pull up another one here. So just looking at someone else... I don't know. A lot of people love to compare people to Red. So Red here... 2020... 460. So yeah, it's still higher. Wait. I'm an idiot? I'm an idiot. Yeah, 550. Much higher base power move in Blast Burn. 213 versus 114 here. People love to compare people to Red, so that's why I'm doing it. I personally don't give a shit. But yeah, just... is he good? Yes. Is he as hyped as people are making him? I personally don't think so. Especially because these extreme battles are becoming immune to status effects as well. So you really can't use him for that, because sleep, okay, there goes all of your damage. Or most of your damage, I should say. That, like Dark Zone is busted in its own, right? Like, you can use Darkrai as a support with Absol. Absol with a very, very strong Sync Nuke with Dark Zone would hit super hard. Incineroar would hit ridiculously hard on the Sync Nuke. Those are people you would use him with. You could use him with Mightyana as well for the strong crunches. Haymaker, AoE sync, just wipe the field. He is very good in what he does. Sleeping is the niche part. I don't think he's as good as people say he is. I'm just gonna move on. So, Cresselia. You, on the other hand, I think you are very good. I think you are very good. Also, something that someone pointed out to me. Special attack here, 211. Attack, 264. What? I don't get it. I just don't get it. So you have Confusion, Moonlight, heals 50%, 60% when in Sun, 40% during anything else. Moonlight, I was expecting that. Very good. Moonblast, I was not expecting that. 170 base power, whatever. It's fine. Off damage fairy, why not? Special attack drops if you need it. Raises defense, special defense, and crit rate of all allies by 2. The user takes damage equal to 30% of its maximum HP. So it's like Lance of where you're cutting your own HP, just chunks. But you're raising everyone's defenses to +4 and maxing out their crit rate. So they just need to be self-sufficient in their own offense enough. Which is... I think this is pretty good. Especially since when we get to down here. Fortify. Uses defense, special defense increased by 30% when HP is half or below. That scales with this. And your defenses are not bad at all. Like 300s. Not bad. Like, that scales high. Increase. Team Brainstorm that increases the special move next of all allied synchros by 1 rank when the user's Pokemon uses a status move when its remaining HP is half or below. So when you use Moonlight when you're half or below, everyone gets special move next up. Now, I've said this before, I hate how this mechanic works, but I think with Cresselia they did it right. Because Leon, or Calyrex I should say, can't even max it out, and I don't like freeze stuff, I just don't like it. I think it's incredibly niche. Not a fan of it. B, Hail is just mediocre in general, which I'll get into B another day. Don't like how they did it with her either. Chingling did it the best so far, but most of her kits RNG, so I don't care about her. This, I'm a fan of. But that's all I'll say. Sync Damage Guard applies Damage Guard next effect to the user the first time its sync move is used each battle. So she's an immediate EX. Support, so you get your support EX, you get yourself a Damage Guard, which is a free hit. But then we get into the grid here, and that was all base kit. She gives move gauge acceleration, endurance, adrenaline, sync refill. So you get another Moonlight. So yeah, you get another Moonlight for free. Confusion Aggravations, whatever. Confusion MGR, whatever. Sweet Dreams, MGR, MPR. 30% not bad. Ramp up. Special attack of all odds sync players by 1. So with this, you can get up to plus 2 special attacks. So whoever's self-sufficient would just need to get themselves up to plus 4. So that could be people like, just throw out a random example, Como. Over she would need to sync over. You could give the support EX to Cresselia, but to then just have the ramp up. Danger Damage Guard applies damage guard next to the user when it drops half or below. So when you're in Moonlight range, you get a free shield. And so then when you sync, you get another shield. Sync Regen applies gradual healing after sync move. Applies free move next to all allies when the user drops half or below. Sync countdown -2 when half or below. I'm adding them together for the sake of explaining. So you get a lot of stuff when you do your support EX and when you drop below half. Which the best part is CS has the half HP thing. So you take like 1 hit maybe, or you start with it. I don't know how it would work, but you take 1 hit, you get all of these effects. You get your first sync through sync acceleration or whatever. You get all these effects. She is really good. Do I think the dupes are needed? No. But I'm going to go for it anyway. And I didn't even go for a sync. Like, dupes are so recommended for her, but they're so not needed at the same time. Like, this is an EV effect. Restores HP to all allied sync players other than the user by approximately 20%. The higher the move level, the higher the percentages, going up to 40%. That's 5 out of 5. 3 out of 5, you're healing 30. 3 out of 5, obviously, is recommended for grids and whatnot, so that's where I would go. I'm putting candies in her immediately. I'm going for everything. Removes all status conditions from all allied sync players. Removes confusion, flinched, and trapped. Charges move gauge by 6. So this is Rejuvenate with Synchro Healing. With, I forget what it's called, but I think SINNOH has this. Or something close to this. That might be off of his Gmax, so don't quote me on that. She is just a mix of pretty much everything a support wants except offensive support. Which, Kurt's fine. Kurt's fine when talking about pure offensive stat support. She heals herself like crazy. She can heal all allies. Move gauge support, especially if you go for dupes because of move gauge acceleration. She just doesn't buff speed, which is fine. She gives herself shields. She is so good. I love how Crest looks. I'm going to be going for a copy. I have 2 candies sitting in my back pocket for 3 out of 5 because I think she's worth it. But is it needed? I definitely don't think so. I think you could have just one and done with her. So those are the 2 SINNOH pairs. Then I have this up here for Palkia. So Palkia is getting a grid extension. Now, they said it would cause 0 energy. Only some of these cause 0 energy. Here's the catch. Not all of these will be applicable to the character at the same time. It's going to be just like Blue, where they add nodes and you still pick and choose. Which is fine, but the shit they added is ridiculous. Sharp entry. With this, you can have critical focus. Special Rend once, you're at max crit rate. You can Hydro Pump from there if you want, or you can just fish for it with Hydro Pump, whatever, if you're doing water content. First Aid, that increases healing, because why not? Also, special attack node, speed node, they're whatever. They cost 0 energy, why not include them? Another Catastrophe too. See, us in our Discord, we're hoping for, for Inertia to go with the ramming speeds. But honestly, this is perfectly fine. This is perfectly acceptable. Catastrophe 4, I will gladly take it. Speaking of ramming speed, Spatial Rend ramming speed. Like, what? He now has ramming speed in both. Like, this is ridiculous. Mewtwo got the short end of the stick. I don't care what anyone says. As cool as Mega Mewtwo Y is, I don't care for it. This is so much better. This is what they should have done. Speaking of that, in this event here... Wait, this is it, right? No, that's the villain event. Cynthia, this... Here. So this will be in the event starting on February 10th. With that, you can get the upgrade. And this is what unlocks the sync grid. But then you can also get Tech Candy. I don't know what this means. Error, I assume, but whatever. SINNOH Scout ticket. Oh, no, that is just a regular Scout ticket, whatever. SINNOH Scout tickets, sure. Like, yeah, everything is fine. This event starts the 10th, so that's when this unlocks. That's that. But then we have 2 extreme battles coming back. So here we have starting the 14th. So after Cyrus gets his upgrade, we have another SINNOH extreme battle. That's Dragon Week. This is gonna be no contest. Just I'm convinced of it. This is gonna be no contest. If you want to counter Ghost Wish, get Lucas. But just, this is insane. Like, this is gonna be free. Focus on special moves, crit hit rate up, all stuff Palkia does. Just, I'm sorry. This shit is just... This is gonna be no contest. It's meant for Lucas, because you're meant to counter the zone, but this is gonna be a Palkia field wipe. Like, he already took care of the last one with relative ease EX. Just, this is gonna be ridiculous. That's done. Not going to go over that yet. We also have Mewtwo's EX coming back. Along with its extreme battle as well. Or, not necessarily extreme battle, but its missions. Which is 3 Kanto. But then 1 water, 1 grass. So, this is not going to be bad, I think. You just do it in 3 separate takes, smash it, and you're done. Easy. And yeah, right here, Mewtwo's EX come back. So, Mega Y hasn't come back yet, which is whatever to me. Person don't care about it. I think the EX is better anyway. So yeah, and now if we look at my trusty dusty little side thing here, where is... Okay, so Kanto comes back to 17th. That's fine. Extreme Melting Rocket Takedown, 17th as well. Giovanni comes back to 21st. 12th. There's Marnie B. Cyrus starts the 12th. Sorry, Cyrus starts the 10th. My bad. Dawn starts the 14th. So these start mid-February and late February. So that's the same time Cynthia ends. Now, if you want my personal opinion on these characters as a whole, zones are worth it immediately. It just depends on what type you need help with. However, Cynthia, because she's a Master Fair, probably won't come back. Not a single Master Fair has rerun yet. So if that affects your decision, go for Cynthia. If the limit stamp bothers you that much, go for Cynthia. These are good, but they'll always rerun. They could be on more paid fair selects, things like that. just... yeah, a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. Cool reruns, cool characters as a whole. I can't wait to get my hands on Cresselia personally. And that's it for part 1. Part 2, I'm going to go over the Valentine stuff and whatever little extra stuff is coming for February. Ciao.